Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. A man from Klein Township will not spend any more time in prison. 49-year-old Gerald Fisher Jr. is already on parole for throwing sulfuric acid at his girlfriend. Fisher admitted to a Schuylkill County judge that he possessed chemicals used in making methamphetamine. Fisher pleaded guilty to possession of chemicals with intent to manufacture a controlled substance. Prosecutors withdrew charges of operation of a meth lab, conspiracy, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The judge accepted the plea and an agreement and placed Fisher on probation for 3 years. He also sentenced Fisher to pay costs and submit a DNA sample to authorities. It was back in August 2016 when Klein Township police were called to 17 Snyder Avenue when Fisher threw sulfuric acid on Lorraine Searfoss while they were arguing at the residence. Charges are still pending against Searfoss in the case involving the purported meth lab. A Barnesville man had 2 run-ins with police in just a matter of hours. The first just before 10 a.m. when Mahanoy City police were called for a 21-year-old female who was being harassed by 21-year-old Rhett Baker. Baker was cited for harassment. He has 10 days to respond to the violations at a magisterial district judge office. Later the same day, officers encountered Baker for a second time. Baker approached police. It was observed he was intoxicated and under the influence of a controlled substance. He was charged with public drunkenness, a similar misconduct. Staying in Mahanoy City, police took into custody a man that was wanted by Luzerne County. Mahanoy City police say on Wednesday, just before 7, they apprehended 41-year-old Sebastian Leto of Mahanoy City during a police warrant sweep. Leto was wanted on a parole violation from Luzerne County. He was lodged in the Schuylkill County prison and will be extradited back to Luzerne County in the near future. According to the police chief, the Mahanoy City Police Department will continue with its coordinated effort to apprehend wanted persons who attempt to conceal themselves in our community. A fight broke out in the stands at a semifinal boys basketball game in Pottsville Tuesday night. School security broke up the fight following the District 11 Class 2A semifinal game between Panther Valley and Marion, which was played at Martz Hall. Police were called to the scene to help with clearing the facility and identifying the individuals involved in the fight. The incident is still under investigation. Authorities say charges will be filed after all the evidence is reviewed. Neither of the athletic directors from either team were available for comment. Panther Valley, by the way, went on to win that game 52-49. After an investigation of a case of sexual harassment in the borough of Weatherly, 9 people were taken into custody by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. 2 females told police they were harassed by employees at La Holy Pizza Shop. Weatherly police arrested 27-year-old Antonio Guillermo and 34-year-old Osman Osorio on Tuesday for corruption of minors. Both were taken to jail. ICE became involved after police questioned the residency of one of the men. Authorities investigated the status of workers at 2 other La Napoli police pizza locations, one in Wright Township and one in Wapwallopen. In all, 12 people were questioned and 9 were taken into custody on detainers. Police say a Carbon County woman deliberately set multiple fires inside her house while her 2 children were there. She's charged with attempted homicide, arson, and other serious offenses. 42-year-old Edith Keene of Albrightsville had nothing to say on her way into court for her arraignment. Police say it was early February they received a visit from Keene's ex-husband and their son. The boy claimed Keene was acting strangely and tried burning the house down. It's located on Tanglewood Drive in the Holiday Pocono development. According to court papers, Keene allegedly started lighting items on fire. She took down smoke detectors and took the child's inhaler. A short time later, police arrived at the home and arrested Keene. They noticed smoke billowing from the residence. Unsure if anyone was inside, officers ran in with fire extinguishers. A judge denied Keene bail, saying she's a danger to her children and herself. Police believe mental health issues played a role in the case. During her arraignment, Keene told the judge she was also arrested last year for biting an officer. Remains that were thought to be from a woman found at a fire scene in Plains Township are now reported to be male. The remains were discovered by firefighters in a shed at Pocono Trailer Park off Jumper Road early Saturday morning. Luzerne County DA Stephanie Salavantis said that after further investigation, the remains were determined to be that of a male. Anyone who has information on the identity of the man is asked to contact state police at 570-697-2000. With the impending snowstorm, we have a few snow bans and cancellations to announce. The borough of Weatherly has placed their snow ban into effect starting at 8 o'clock tonight. Freeland's snow ban goes into effect 6 a.m. Friday morning. No parking on the odd side of the street. Also, McAdoo Borough will go into effect at 8 a.m. on Friday. Good Shepherd Church canceling their fish fry for Friday due to the storm. And also, the PIAA Swimming Championship has been rescheduled from Friday to Saturday. 2A at 11 a.m. and 3A at 5 p.m. Events originally scheduled for Saturday are now moved to Monday, March 5th, 2A at 11 a.m., 3A at 5 p.m. And the PIAA basketball games for tonight have been moved to Sunday, MMI boys game at 1 p.m. and Hazleton girls at 5 p.m. Coming up on WYLN News, a firefighter on the other end of receiving help, plus a former brewery site getting a new life. But first, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. The rain tonight, sometimes heavy at times, could cause roadway ponding and flooding of normally poor drainage areas. Then the winter storm warning from 2 a.m. Friday to 1 a.m. Saturday. The rain will continue into early in the morning, then change over to snow. The track of the storm could leave 2 to 5 inches in the valleys, up to 10 or more in the higher elevations. The other concern of the storm, winds gusting 40 to 50 miles an hour. They could cause scattered power outages. Then Saturday, clouds and 35. We'll be right back.
Seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Independent Life Home Care offers in-home non-medical care with RN, LPN, home health aid, and companion services in Luzerne and Carbon counties. They accept Medicaid waivers, VA benefits, long-term care insurance, and private pay. Call 570-904-8822 for a free assessment.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
For creative cuisine and handcrafted cocktails, visit Four Blooms in Drums.
And we want to make a slight correction in those PIAA boys and girls basketball games. For tonight, the games are going on as scheduled at Mohegan Sun Arena. It will be the games tomorrow that were scheduled for Friday night that have all been moved to Sunday due to the impending snowstorm. So tonight's games are on. Tomorrow night, the games will be moved to Sunday. Saturday night's games will be played as scheduled. A firefighter from Schuylkill County alive today thanks to an AED. It was 2 weeks ago. Les Morgan almost took his last breath, but an electrical shock brought him back. Les and his son Kyle are firefighters in Schuylkill Haven. They were out on a call when he had a sudden cardiac arrest.
No warning, no pain, no shortness of breath, nothing. I just went out.
With his situation where his heart was in VFib, without the use of an AED, there was no coming back.
I was very lucky that it happened where it did, that I fell at the right spot or I wouldn't be standing here.
He was down for less than 2 minutes. Doctors say that quick action not only saved his life, but also largely reduced the damage done to his heart. It takes first responders about 10 minutes once 911 is called to get on scene. For each minute you wait, the chance of survival is reduced by 10%, which is why you shouldn't wait. AEDs are made for the average person to operate. When you open an AED, it verbally walks you through the steps to analyze the heart's rhythm, deliver a shock, and reestablish a heartbeat. Les spent 4 days in the hospital, and good for him, he's doing well now. Hazleton City Council voting Wednesday night to drop the rate of the realty transfer tax from 1.5 to 1%. The tax has been levied at 1.5% since 2015. The tax is split between the city and the Hazleton Area School District. When the city was facing a budget shortfall 3 years ago, the city council at the time increased it by 0.5%. The real estate transfer tax generated more than $274,000 in actual revenue in 2016. The city budgeted $275,000 in proceeds from the tax this year. Council voted unanimously Wednesday on first reading of an ordinance that sets the tax at 1%. Mahanoy City one step closer in making improvements near a proposed community park that once was the site of a former brewery. The borough secured a $68,000 state grant that will be used to install sidewalks, pedestrian signs, and ADA-compliant curb ramps at Route 339 and Park Place Road. The money will come from the State Department of Transportation's automated red light enforcement funding. Mahanoy City plans to create a park and playground at the former Kyer Brewery site. The building was demolished last year. The overall cost for site improvement and creation of the park estimated at $500,000. Commissioners in Schuylkill County voted to hire a new zoning officer to keep costs down. Light Hagel and Associates Incorporated will be replacing Alfred Binish and Company. Commissioner George Halkovich said that the decision was based on economics, not dissatisfaction. Binish and Company had been the zoning officer for the past 5 years and charged a rate of $75 an hour. That amount was set to go up. So commissioners decided on Light Hagel and Associates, who will work to do the work at a rate of $75 per hour. The contract with Light Hagel has no specific length or automatic termination date. Coming up on Maple Hills News Choice, Pennsylvania State Police Sunny Day Camp in Community and You. Plus, First Friday Hazleton has been moved to the second Friday. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
E&R Cycle, located on South Route 309, is now your Textron Off-Road side-by-side ATV dealer. Textron Off-Road is proud of their past and driven by the future to give you the best off-road ATV with power and performance. You can build and price your vehicle. Choose from the basic Stampede to Stampede 4X or the side-by-side Wildcat Trail to the Sport or LTD model. No matter which one you choose, you'll have an ATV that will get the job done. Stop in or call E&R Cycle at 570-455-7430.
ETA Benefits is a full-service independent insurance agency and employee benefits advisory firm proud to serve Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania since 1999. Call 570-669-5050 or go online to etabenefits.com.
Hi, I'm Isabella Falvello. Join me for a wonderful new cooking series, Ciao Bella, featured here on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome to Community and You. I'm Paula Degnan. Joining me today is Trooper Anthony Petrosky. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
And Trooper is from the Hazleton Station, and he's here to tell us all about Sunny Day Camp. We could use some sunny days.
Absolutely we can. And our Sunny Day Camp definitely brightens up lives. That's one of the slogans. And it's a wonderful one-day camp to give kids the Camp Cadet experience that really can't go to Camp Cadet. This camp is specifically for individuals with special needs or disabilities, and we take anybody ages 8 and up.
Oh.
Last year was the first year we ran this camp. We actually had 2 individuals in their 70s that attended the camp.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah, there's no cutoff age.
Oh, that's cool.
Absolutely.
Because there is for Camp Cadet.
There is. Camp Cadet is 12 to 14.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yeah.
So what happens now if someone does come to the Sunny Day Camp? You have such a diversity. I know, it's not like you would just be gearing toward young children if you have somebody who's 70 years young.
Correct. And the thing about Sunny Day Camp is we have the paddock area at the Pocono Raceway. And it's a very large area. It's right by the track. We have tons of different law enforcement displays to include fire departments. We have our PSP K9, our SWAT teams. We have fire departments come with a hose and they can actually put out a fire in a wood building. There's so many different things for these individuals to do, and it's at their own pace.
Oh.
Everything is laid out, and they could go and move along and see what they want and interact. Kids are trying on gear. They're getting in vehicles. We had a face painter there. We're going to have somebody that could do balloon animals this year. There's so many different things for these kids to do and just enjoy the day. We have a DJ there. We have games. Lunch is provided, and it's 100% free.
Oh, that was my next question. Free.
Sure, 100% free.
So all you have to do is sign up and register.
That's it. And registering is simple too.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
We try to make it as easy as we possibly can for everybody.
And it's one day, and it is, again, it's such a so what type of children are you looking for? Adults are you looking for?
Well, we don't really break it down as far as what each person has. So we just have it labeled as anybody with special needs or disabilities.
Oh, okay.
Plain and simple. We're not doing any research into it. We trust these people who are signing up for the camp. Last year was the first year. We had wonderful people show up. And each participant's allowed to bring 2 people with them, either guardians or family members, and this way they're with them the entire day.
So someone who may need a wheelchair, a walker, who may be hard of hearing, anybody.
Absolutely, they're all welcome. And actually, we have last year we teamed up with a Porsche racing club from out of the area. They just happened to be there the day we were running Sunny Day Camp. They had come over and asked a couple of us troopers what we were doing. We told them. They asked us if they could take some of the kids around the racetrack in their Porsches. So, of course, we said as long as their parents say okay. We were actually lifting kids out of wheelchairs and putting them in these cars, and they were taking them around on the racetrack.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
unbelievable. Mustangs, Porsches, Corvettes.
Oh,
It was
wow.
wonderful, and they're going to be there this year.
Oh, again, that was
Yes,
going to be my next. We
teamed up
don't
with
want to
them.
tease anybody.
No, but they'll be there, and they'll be taking kids around on the racetrack. It's a wonderful experience.
Now, where did this whole idea come from?
Well, there's a troop. She's a corporal now, but she was a trooper in the Troop J, Corporal Samantha Minucci, and her brother is disabled. Okay, he has special needs, and he always wanted to attend Camp Cadet, but he couldn't because Camp Cadet's physically demanding. So she came up with this sunny day camp. She started it, and word spread, and it got to the higher ranks of our department, and they encouraged each respective troop to try to run their own sunny day camp. So myself and Trooper Peters, we started ours last year. Last May, it was our first one, and it was a huge success. The weather wasn't the greatest in the morning, but it brightened up. No pun intended, but it brightened up. And
could
the
it
day,
not?
right, the day turned out great. Our helicopter landed, so the weather got better. So really, this camp is going on all throughout the state. Each troop is in charge of basically running their own.
Are they all on the same day?
No, they're all on different days throughout the year.
So it's just whenever it's convenient for that particular
Correct.
troop to
And
run
now
it.
ours is for Troop N, so that covers lower Luzerne County, Columbia, Carbon, and Monroe counties.
Now, again, if somebody, and of course we have the information that we've been running on the screen, but just to verify from you, the date, the time, and how do we get in touch?
So the date is going to be Saturday, May 12th. The times are going to be from 10 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and again, lunch is provided. And to register, you can go on sunnydaycamp.org, click on Find a Camp, go under Troop N, and it'll automatically bring you to the registration, or go on to our Troop N Camp Cadet Facebook page. Click on the Sunny Day link, it brings up registration, enter all the questions that it asks for. I'll get an email, they'll get an email saying that they registered, I'll have you registered, and you'll be good to go.
Excellent. And I do see that there is a rain date.
There is a rain date. The rain date is the following Saturday, which is May 19th.
So if it does turn out that it's not particularly agreeable that day,
correct,
that you'll be able to, because you do have everything outdoors.
It's everything is outdoors. The only thing that's inside is when we register people that show up that day. That's it. Everything else is outside. So we really need Mother Nature to help us out that day.
And at the Pocono Raceway.
It's at the Raceway. You're right by the track, and if you choose to go with the Porsche Club, you'll be in a race car on the track.
And it's all free.
All 100% free. We have great sponsors that teamed up with us to be able to help us put this camp together.
That is one. About how many people did you have last year?
Last year, we definitely lost some because it rained and we had to go to the following day, which was Mother's Day last year. So we definitely lost some, but we had around 50 people signed up that showed up that day. We had close to 90 that actually signed up.
Nice.
About 50 showed, yeah. And we still have plenty of spots for this year's camp, so we definitely encourage people to sign up. It's going to be worth it.
And you're continuing to take registrations right up until
April 6th is our deadline for registration.
So if anybody is interested, and again, go over those ages one more time, because I just think that that's wonderful.
So our camp is for ages 8 and up. There's no cutoff age. We don't check into disabilities. We work that, this is a camp for wonderful, wonderful reasons. And we know if you're signing up because you want somebody to get the most out of their day. So we trust people, and we just want them to come out and have a great time.
What a wonderful way for everybody to get together on a day and experience so many different
full of
things.
smiles.
That's what we like to have.
Absolutely.
Lots of smiles.
Yes.
And we'd like to thank Trooper Petrosky from Troop N Hazleton for joining us today to tell us about the Sunny Day Camp. And again, if you have any questions, the information there on your screen, make sure you get in touch with them, because it sounds like it's going to be a wonderful experience. And then we'll have to have them back next year for year number 3.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that, yes.
Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon on Community and You.
You've lived with it for too long. That recurring joint or muscle pain that makes everyday tasks a strain and repetitive movement almost impossible. Why put it off? The sooner you seek treatment, the more options you'll have. The faster you'll be back in full stride. The latest non-surgical solutions. The region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming.
The Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress was set to kick off the month of March by bringing the Luck of the Irish to the First Friday celebration, but due to the impending snow, all events except for one have been rescheduled for the following Friday, March 9th. The annual Sanctuary Stampede is still expected to take place tomorrow, 8 o'clock at the Sanctuary Stunt Studio, 172 North Wyoming Street. Stay tuned to WYLN News next week. We'll have all the details on First Friday events in downtown Hazleton. Patients who are currently undergoing treatment for cancer are invited to sign up for the American Cancer Society's Look Good, Feel Better program. The program teaches women how to manage the side effects of cancer treatment. Patients get helpful beauty tips and hints. Sessions will be held Monday, March 5th from noon until 2 at the Cancer Treatment Center on East Broad Street, as well as Monday, March 19th from 4 until 6 at Geisinger Center in Hazleton on East Broad Street. If you'd like to register, you can give the American Cancer Society a call at 1-800-227-2345. Warmer days are near, hopefully. Knoebels Annual Job Fair will be held this Saturday from 10 a.m. till 1 at Elysburg Fire Hall. 800 new seasonal positions are hoping to be filled. You can learn more about team perks like free entry to 15 parks, team member only events, paycheck stuffers like food coupons, ride tickets, and so much more, as well as the Knoebels Scholarship Program for school-aged team members. And again, if you have questions about joining the Knoebels team, you can refer them to hr@knoebels.com or 570-672-2572. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
Weather on WYLN TV 35 is brought to you by Damn User for Congress.